Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of What the Haul. In the last episode, I was talking you through my last signature fragrance, which was Bal de Freak from Mirto. My current everyday fragrance is what? Acqua di Parma Osmanthus. Let's go. So Acqua di Parma is this really old brand. It's been going since about 1916. In about 2001, it got folded into LVMH, much like Parfum, Givenchy, Fresh, Benefits, Make Up Forever, make of that what you will. So as I was finishing off the Mirto fragrance, I think I had like $100 voucher for Sephora, and so I was like, I'm just gonna get a new fragrance because I'm running out. I had smelled this fragrance in the past, and it really spoke to me amongst all the other fragrances in this range, which they call Signatures of the Sun. So to do my homework, start the decision-making process, I went on to Fragrantica. On their website, there is a section at the very bottom where it says, people who like this also liked. The first two fragrances were Fico di Amalfi and Bal de Freak from Mirto. That tool is very handy, but you must smell the fragrance. Another thing that came up was Maison Francis Kirk de Jean's Baccarat Rouge 540, which I was able to get my hands on. Francis Kirk de Jean, I believe, is an amazing nose. He's made lots of fragrances that I've enjoyed throughout the years, but the Baccarat Rouge is appalling. On me, it's so saccharine and it's so sweet. I would never in a million years purchase that fragrance, so it was an absolute hard no for me. But that's kind of speaking to the problem with fragrance reviews, is that person over here is ranting and raving about it, but until you apply it on your skin, you will never know how good it truly is or if it's really bad on you, right? You have to really seek out fragrances and get firsthand interaction with them to decide what, if you want to actually spend the money. I would classify Acqua di Parma, and I say this begrudgingly, it's the sort of quiet luxury fragrance brand. I know. Quiet luxury is absolutely fucking disgusting. One, it's elitist. Two, it's classist. Number three, and most importantly, there's an unspoken element of race to the ism embedded in that. I absolutely hate it. I think if you are somebody who likes very simple, easy dressing, lots of repetition, a neutral palette, that's absolutely fine. That is your business. And if you are somebody who likes logos, prints, textures, more power to you. But this concept of quiet luxury is absolute trash. I would argue that the person who gravitates towards Allora Piana is probably going to be the same person who might have an affinity for Acqua di Parma. It's an old brand. It doesn't have a lot of hype behind it. I feel like it's kind of in that same sort of palette. So in terms of the fragrance, let's just go over some of the notes. At the top, it is green mandarin and neroli. Then in the middle, you have peony, pink pepper, and ambrette. And the base is osmanthus and patchouli. What I noticed about this fragrance is it starts as a crisp yet delicate citrus, and it mellows out to a soft, soapy floral on my skin. That's how I described it. So what I mean to say is you get a hit of citrus from the offset, and then on me it just dries out and it's soapy, very neutral, very pleasing. And on some of the reviews that I've read, people complain about the fact that they find it to be too floral. Going back to the element of chemistry. On my skin, a lot of fragrances do turn into soap and water, but it wears perfectly on me. I love it. My primary objective for my everyday fragrance is to smell like what? Fresh off the jet, sharper than Gillette. That's the goal, and this really hits that for me. So with the Signatures of the Sun, you have shower gels and body creams that come in these beautiful glass jars. There it is. Will it focus? You can see this, it would look really nice on a vanity or a dressing table if you are that sort of person. I'll say really quickly, the shower gels are like a strong 7 out of 10. They're fragrant, but the fragrance doesn't match the perfume completely. It's slightly off. My other gripe with them is that they're slightly drying even in the summertime. So they're not something that I would repurchase, unfortunately. The body cream, again, the fragrance is slightly off. It's not identical to the fragrance. Unlike Mirto, where this wins is the texture, it has more of a slip. It's the sort of body cream that you can really massage, but it's never greasy or uncomfortable. It absorbs, but you really do feel the hydration. If you do find yourself at an Acqua di Parma or an ADP counter, have a look at their candles. I think that is one of their strongest category of products that is also underappreciated. The Buongiorno candle, which comes in their signature saffron glass vessel, is the most stunning citrus, clementine, tangerine fragrance. It fills an entire space for hours and it smells so delectable. I had the Arancia candle previously, which came in the double J packaging. I still have a Mirto candle on the go. It's in some limited edition packaging. I can't remember what it is. They've had Pucci editions. And also seek out, if you like something that's slightly powdery, white flowers, a little bit gourmand, caramelly, there is this fragrance called Insieme. It's not my sort of taste usually, but I think it's a wicked candle. The hand washes are very good. I had Arancia and Colonia as well. Those were good. They're a bit drying again, but they're fine. You know, if you are wanting to get enveloped in this whole universe of Acqua di Parma, they do have really nice smelling hand washes. If you've ever looked carefully at the intro video to this channel, you will see in the snapshots of the different products, Fico di Amalfi and Colonia come up because I am a fan of quite a number of their fragrances. If I was to repurchase anything from Acqua di Parma, it would be the entire range of Blue Mediterraneo fragrances. Again, they are the ones that come in the Azure bottles. They're all really good as far as I'm concerned. Arancia, Bergamatto, the Calabria, and Mirto. Again, I wouldn't wear Mirto, but it is a beautiful scent. I love Essenza. I love Pura. There is an offering of women's fragrances. I think they call them Nobile. Those are beautiful. They have a wealth of products, so definitely seek them out if you find yourself at like an upmarket department store. However this video moved you, feel free to thumbs up, thumbs down. If you've tried anything from Acqua di Parma, let me know how you felt about it, what that product was. I'm curious to see if people are really into it. And thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking. And I will catch you in the next one. Adios.